We are in the Desert Fathers, translations of Helen Waddell, and we start on anew the sayings of the Desert Fathers from the Greek by an unknown author. This anonymous collection, Book 3 of the Vita Patrum, has a good deal of material in common with Pelagius and Pescasius of Dooms, but it is curiously individual. Roswida assigned it boldly to Rufinus. He had not, he said, so sensitive a nose as St. Jerome's in tracking a style, but to his mind, whoever was responsible for the Historia Monachorum was responsible for this. The argument from style is dangerous, for here it varies from a warm muffled prose to the plain austerity of Pelagius, yet the more elaborate stories are very close to the long-winded sections of the Historia. There is the same evident pleasure in using two abstract nouns for one, and in multiplying relative clauses, the same earnestness to edify, the same deep kindness. Now and then Pelagius and he tell the same story, and the advantage is not always with Pelagius. God, thou art no longer necessary to us, that thou shouldest be anxious for us. Deus iam non es nobis necessarius, ut pro nobis sis solicitus, is only an exaggeration of Pelagius. We have no longer need that thou shouldest think of us. Deus iam opus non habemus cogiter de nobis. But the reader is at once aware that the first translator felt the humor of the situation. He is not certain of the second. The same sense of comedy and the same delight in a phrase are in a story of the brethren who came out to the desert to be edified by its frugality, and had more of it than they bargained for. Pelagius's version is only the skeleton. Again, in the story of how Macarius, carrying home his palm leaves, met the evil one, the unknown translator adds the words "diklukulo" at dawn, and gives the sense, its quality, of a Chinese sepia drawing. Again, when Serapion sold a single gospel and said, I have but sold that word which ever said to me, sell that thou hast, it was the unknown who added the ever and made the voice living and haunting. The Socratic story told only here of the old abbot Poman hearing a brother commended because he hated evil and asking, what is it to hate evil, is enough in itself to justify the collection. There is a character in an anthology, and Roswida's unwarrantable description is obstinate in the mind. The compiler was clumsy, sententious, shrewd, and gentle. Grunius, in short, walking his tortoise walk. Well, you can hate evil and ignorance without hating the individual. That's an important feature.